All right, there we
Good
go. Check it
afternoon.
out. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're at. It is 11:30 center of the universe time, Eric.
Okay, well then it's 10:30 Mountain Time here,
10:30
in the
Mountain time.
Rocky Mountain chain in beautiful Albuquerque, New Mexico, in the most important place on earth.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, welcome
All
into
right.
something fun we're going to do here. My name is Aaron Montgomery. This is Eric Campbell, and it's the half. So, Eric, what
Yes.
the heck are we trying to do here? What's the point of all
You
this?
know what? The way this started was we realized a lot of times when we're doing really great topics, and we had an awesome topic on Two Really Guys today, but it was pretty serious and it was kind of heavy. We don't always get to talk to everybody, and people want to talk. They want to hang out with us, and also we sit there on the show. People don't know we turn off Two Really Guys show, and then Aaron and Terry and I sit and shoot the breeze for another half an hour sometimes. And people, we would like to bring you guys in on some of that stuff. So this is unscripted. We don't know what we're going to talk about. We have no plans at all. There is no outline, and we are only looking into the camera and we're talking to each other and hopefully to the people in the comments.
Yeah, exactly. So speaking of the people in the comments, let's dive right into that. Jerry, afternoon.
Hi,
Let's
Jerry.
see. If it's afternoon, she must be in the Eastern time zone, is what I'm going for. And
I would be rude, but I do. If Terry was here, I'd be like, "I'm sorry," because I say mean things to Terry all the time. But I like you people.
all right. So and then Todd it says it's like overtime.
Yeah, totally.
So you get bonus time, and then this is like
You get
overtime.
overtime. Well, I always thought this is almost like the after show, but then I know we're not going to talk about just Two Other Guys stuff here. We're going to talk about all kinds of random stuff because that's how we want to do.
In fact, probably won't talk. I mean, unless you guys want to, we won't talk about. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Lisa Shaw checking in. Greetings from Colorado.
Hi, Lisa. Happy to see you here.
Yep. And let's see here. Todd says, I need a fun intro like that.
That's Aaron, man. Aaron did all the intro work on this. All I did was come up with the goofy name. So,
yeah, I like it. Yeah, I was not very creative. I just went with, let's just call it EA Live, so Eric and Aaron live, right? So maybe talk to us real quick about that, Eric. What's
the half?
What's the half, right?
Number one, it's me trying to be too kooky and creative all the time because I can't help but try and be clever. For me, it was like, okay, when you're sharing stories with somebody and someone's telling you about the hard time they have, even though we know sometimes sharing those hard shop stories is the most fun ever to talk about how bad the day was.
Yeah.
When someone says something and you're about to tell them about a bad thing, they go, "Oh man, that sounds terrible." You go, "You don't know the half of it. You don't know the half." And I thought, oh, it's a half hour, which by the way, we are going to religiously go when that counter says 30 minutes. It's over no matter what we're talking about. Yep. So it's a half hour.
Yep. Set an alarm on my phone and it's going to go off. And then when that goes off, right?
Oh yeah, totally. Done. We're out. So for this, it's like, it's that. And it's also where we can share stories, where we can talk about whatever. And honestly, we all like to just shoot the breeze and talk shop. All of us are missing some of that. And even when we do the events or stuff, yes, it's cool to have a topic, but sometimes it's good for us just to off the cuff get to talk. And honestly, I like to talk with Aaron and shoot the breeze anyway. So yeah. If none of you guys show up, we're going to have fun. But we would really love to have you here and talk to you too.
Exactly. So let's keep bringing in the comments here. Kingsbury Craft is 9:30 a.m. there, so they must be at Pacific time. This is actually a great way for me to make sure that I learn my time zones, because I've still to this day, and I've been traveling and doing all this other stuff. Still to this day, I like, oh crap, that's actually in this time zone. I'm late for that, or I'm early for this, or whatever. So it happens. Sandy, appreciate you being here. Hello.
Absolutely happy to see you, Sandy.
Ramona, nice to see you.
Love
all.
Ramona. Digitizer herself, does great stuff.
Excellent. Kevin, just help my whole Friday go by.
Hey, Education Friday, that's what we say, but this is probably the least education part of it. I'm sure we'll share some information that you'll like to hear about, but you got to have the talk show portion sometimes, man.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got John. Well, this is a treat. Bonus time. I like that.
Right on.
And then Todd, it's like the EA game commercial, EA Live. It's on now. Yeah, and that may have been
I wanted to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, that may have been the other reason that we probably shouldn't have gone with that. There is that whole copyright thing.
People hate EA after they monetized all their games.
Oh, well.
Micro payments. That's a way to make everybody hate you.
All right. Well, see, I'm learning something. I'm not a gamer, so I had no idea.
I am a person who was a gamer and doesn't game now, and still I follow gaming stuff for no reason, because I don't take any time to do that. I just listen to it while I'm working. So I have no idea. All I know is it made people very angry on the internet. Which is a lot of what's going on the internet right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about, right? No, we obviously talked about that today. That's not what it's all about.
We're not going to talk that much about that.
No. All right. Yes, Ramona says, "Will you at least wave and say goodbye?"
You need to wait for this. There's something that happens at the 30-minute mark that's worth seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you may not see us waving and saying goodbye, but we will wave and say goodbye.
Wave. I mean, we'll wave at you, Ramona, because we like
exactly.
You. So, you know.
So hi and bye, just in case we don't get
just in case we don't make it.
All right, and she says that with a smile, so that's good.
Of course.
And then Marta in Plano, Texas. Thank you for being here.
By the way, all of you guys who are reciprocators, whose names I recognize from every week, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I'm going to say we might not talk about embroidery, but this is just for us to kind of have a chance to hang out. So if you have stuff you want to talk about, decoration or otherwise, jump in. We'll chat.
Bring in the questions, bring in your comments. What else do you want to talk about here? I may not be able to provide a whole lot to the embroidery conversation, but I certainly will do my best, and I can bring my outside perspective.
Beginner's mindset. Any question you ask is important for people who don't know it yet. I love that. I like when people don't know. In fact, the best thing is to be around a group of people, some who don't know and some who do, because then I learn stuff because somebody will invariably ask a question that I think I know everything about, or I think I might know everything about, and I hear a new thing from someone else in the peanut gallery, and I love that.
Yeah,
that's exactly. That's what I miss about trade shows, by the way. Right now, what I miss the most about trade shows, if I could list it, it would be the sitting at my podium table, the 30 minutes of after talk until they run me out of the room for someone else to present. I miss that time a lot.
Yeah. Well, and the sad part is, though, Eric, I have beginner's mindset, and I've been in this industry for 20 years. So I try really hard.
Printing. Like I have made art, I have made films, I've done a lot of stuff around screen printing, but you just never have caught me with plastisol in my hands. It hasn't happened, and it's one of those things where it's like, I've been around a whole lot of screen printing, but I don't really know it that well. Yeah. I can say words that make me sound like I know it. I can talk about off contact. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I don't know.
All I know about off contact is you take a little piece of thin cardboard and you fold it in half and you tape it to the bottom. I don't know if that's actually true. Terry Combs will tell us more about that.
Terry Combs will have to tell us that. He's not here.
So go to terrycombs.com.
terrycombs.com. Go check him out.
Yeah. All right. Joe Rita, hello from Austin.
Welcome Joe Rita. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah. Justin,
digitizer, an awesome guy, also does Nerd. If you haven't checked out Embroidery Nerd Group, they're doing awesome stuff. They were doing live digitizing last night, so cool stuff from them.
Cool.
And by the way, I have to talk about this. Lisa Shaw, yes, you are correct. I was just informed that dark roast coffee has less caffeine than light roast. This is absolutely true. Blonde roast coffee has more caffeine. I'm a big pour over coffee guy. It's another thing people don't know about me is I do careful recipes on coffee. And yes, light roast coffee, more caffeine, a little more bitter, a little more acidic. If you got gut issues, burn you up a little more. But light roast coffee will get you where you need to go.
All right. Learning happening.
Non-decorator information. Yeah, right. Decorator information because we all
learning is learning, baby. Learning is learning. So, Lisa, thank you for the random thought. Keep those coming.
Lisa, that was awesome.
Todd, I like this. Todd says it's like Clubhouse. Half the time I don't know what's going on. I just listen.
So what's awesome is new to me.
Well, the crazy part for me is this is a Google Pixel. I'm an Android guy, so I feel like I'm left out of the party. So I actually had to. We have an extra iPhone around that we let our son take when he's off to his volleyball tournaments. He's 9, so we don't let him have a phone yet. But because we can't go into his volleyball tournaments, we actually have to sit out in the parking lot and watch the stream. So we, just in case, we send him in with the phone, but I actually stole it from him so I could try to figure out what the hell Clubhouse is. So,
I would love to go in. I'm not cool enough. It was like back in the day when Behance, if you guys know Behance.com, where designers throw up their graphic art stuff. I remember wanting so bad to have a Behance page back when it was all invite only, and then I got it and I put up 2 projects and I never did. I can't say anything. I always want to be part of the cool kids club, but I'm really just not that cool.
yeah, there we go. Hey, I'm not sure I'm that cool. I got in and I'm trying to figure it out. So but I am speaking at Podfest coming up here.
I, by the way, got your invite and I'm in the group. I can't wait to see it, man.
Cool. So obviously podcasters, Clubhouse is their jam. So I'm learning from some people that live on Clubhouse too. So whatever I find out about it, I will share as much as I can. So
please do, because now I just feel like more than ever now I absolutely have to get in there for no apparent reason.
Yep, exactly. That may be what the whole draw of it is to just being in there for no apparent reason.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So Jeff says it's going to be fun to watch the 30-minute hard cutoff.
You don't know.
Fun and nerve-wracking, I tell you what.
There's a little timer up in the corner. If you see my eyes constantly like darting over to one corner of the screen, it's because I'm watching that timer like a hawk.
Yeah. When my computer goes to noon, like I said, I've got it set in my phone for a little. My watch will buzz and we'll click the button, baby. There we go. Julia, it's 10:30. Good morning. It's 10:30 here. So
happy to have you here, Julia. Thank you.
She's in your mountain time there, Eric. So,
yes, indeed.
Fellow mountain timer.
Important people.
Yeah. So back to the coffee here real quick. Really, I love dark roast. Now I can have more. There you go.
Yeah, man, dark roast is great, but yeah, less kick if you're used to something lighter. I go medium. That's me.
All right. All of our newfound friends here in the half, Eric, we're caffeinating each other too. I love this.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So Diane, hello. Thank you for being here. And Diane Hill, appreciate you joining us. Happy. And Michelle, good morning from California.
California, I'm assuming, and good enough.
I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Michelle, we love you. Just for
love
fun.
California, miss California. We're used to having a California time in January at Long Beach, Impressions show. Yeah. It's been hard not having that, I have to admit.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, Lisa's still on the coffee. This is my friend Douglas Quinn. Q, I call him, or Doug, and Doug's a great friend of mine. Doug actually is a friend of mine from back in things people maybe didn't know about me. I was involved in the log home industry for a little while. My family sold and built log homes, and awesome. I get to be. This was when I was much younger, and Doug took me under his wing and has been a fantastic mentor and a fantastic influence in my life. So I don't get to talk to Doug as much as I'd like, but certainly
it's so cool, man.
Yeah. So appreciate having you here, Doug. Yeah, thanks, Doug. Okay. So Ramona says, Jeff Fuller and I were talking about putting together our own training conference. Jeff, we could call it Covered by COVID. I like it.
Hey, let me know.
There you go.
Virtual education might be a thing I'm into. Exactly. No, for sure. I love that. No, I think that's something that everybody is thinking about more. I think what's hard about that right now is everybody's doing it, and it's a lot of competition. It's one of those things that's funny. It's like back in the day when we started doing that stuff, it's like, you started doing podcasts, it didn't exist. Like nobody was doing it. And now it's like, you cannot go a week without starting a new show. Wait, did we just start another?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we just started a new
Everybody's
show.
doing it. Everybody's doing it. But at the same time, I think there's so many people out there who have great information. I'd like to see more people getting it
exactly.
out there.
Yeah, there's abundance mentality. You guys can't see it up in the corner. But that's our little Decorators community core values thing, and one of those things is abundance. So we're going to lead with abundance, right? So, and Jeff says he remembers that conversation. So, all right. So our goal here is that we want to basically interact with you guys. So we're trying to get through all the comments. So if we feel like we're rushing, the timer is ticking. So Heidi, hello. And okay. Oh, there we go. What night is the meetup for DAC Chicago? Trying to get ribs set. So I was just actually going to look that up. I can't remember because they've had to move things. So because if the nights are different, let's see, DEX is April 23rd and 24th. So is that a Friday, Saturday? Because I know a couple of them have become Thursday, Fridays now.
And I'll have to admit, for me anymore, I have to check a calendar before I start anything. By the way, I have to bring up one comment. I love this. Cindy out in Texas. What is this? Yeah, we don't know yet either. It's a little show where we talk live about whatever we feel like at the moment. No prep, no prep, no topic, no nothing, but also nothing, off the table.
I had to force Eric to not prep and not, So this is, I'm pushing him outside of his comfort zone. Eric is a very prepared guy.
I do prep, but I prep really soon, right before something is ready to go. So
prep, man,
I can do it.
All right, back to this real quick. So it is a Friday, Saturday. So the meetup for Chicago would be on Friday night. Is what we would do that there. So that way, if you're in and because people will go out on Saturday night too. So and not everybody's in on Thursday night. So Friday night will be when Chicago happens in April. We will have a Decorators community, our success group meetup happening. All right, back to this here real quick, Eric. Might be a dumb question, but what things does Erich do?
What things do I do? I was a embroidery digitizer and e-commerce manager for a couple decades, and so I did embroidery design and digitizing. I did everything you can think about with embroidery. I actually did some sublimation and stuff too as well, and managed a bunch of e-commerce sites. And currently, also as part of what I do now, do that. And also right now I'm working at a software company in Brilliance, if you don't know it. So digitizing software company, embroidery software company. But in between there, I've worked at big e-commerce companies and other stuff in between. So that's what I do. My wheelhouse is really embroidery and digitizing, art interpretation, also embroidery sales, embroidery itself, the nature of what embroidery is. And then beyond that, e-commerce, fairly deep on e-commerce and working in different e-commerce channels. That's what I do. So yeah, if you're coming from Aaron's side of it, from the RSS group side, and you've never seen me before, that little H on the end of my name makes it easy to search me, search up Erich Campbell, and there's a whole lot of me talking way too much about embroidery.
Oh, I'm trying. You can't bring up the H, and that just makes me uncomfortable because then you know what I have to say.
Just do it. Get it out of your system.
Erich's rapper name is Erich.
It's like Terry will never not be in a conversation with us, because that's Terry Combs is the one who really popularized the Erich thing.
Erich, yeah, that's right.
I will say I like that better than the other one I get, which was Big E, which I hate.
Big E. Okay, well, I'll leave that one off.
I remember the first time I walked into a shop and somebody said Big E, and I was like, no.
Sometimes I just go E because
E's fine.
Lazy.
I'm good with E. I also sign off E all the time.
Okay, all right,
because I don't have time for those 4 letters.
Yeah, that's right. The rich, you just get the E.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Debbie, hey there. Appreciate you being here. We got that one. Android for the win. Nice.
No, same here. Pixel. Now, I mean, I would run iPhone. I want to do too many off the books things with side loaded programs that aren't in the store. Yeah, that's why.
Exactly. All right. So Diane says, I don't know what Clubhouse is. And I don't know exactly if I can explain it, but it basically to me feels like you create these little audio rooms and people go in and they talk, and other people can talk depending on what it's all about. I mean, there's topics ranging from, everything you can talk about, from politics to just shooting the crap to podcasting to self-help to anything you could ever want to talk about. Somebody's in there talking about it, and you can either listen or you can create your own conversation. So it's basically just an audio hangout room, right? Is that
totally
okay?
It's the party line. If you're, and I'm not old enough to know what that is, but my dad used to tell me about that. That in his hometown, you had to ask to get out to an outside line. If you picked up your phone, everybody was just talking on it. And I feel like this is like the latest technological version of that, or it's like chat rooms but audio. Any of you elder millennials, late Gen Xers who know about AOL chat rooms, I always think of it whenever somebody describes it to me. I'm like, oh, it's like dropping into a chat room with a topic and everybody's kind of chatting.
Yeah, there you go. But, wow. Okay. So,
but I'm not cool enough
about that. Then I need to figure out. Yeah. But yeah. So the thing that it's invite only right now. So when you get in, you get 2 invites, and then apparently, as you spend more time in it, you also get these invites, so I've got some friends in the podcast world at Podfest that have, like I said, kind of live it and are really into it. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh yeah, if you need an invite, just let me know, kind of thing. So, but you have to have either an iPhone or an iPad. It's only an app. It's not on the computer. So you have to do it on an iPhone or an iPad. And so that's kind of what makes it special right now is it's invite only. So.
Yeah, totally.
All right. So, Bill, this is a very good question. And with 10 minutes left, I got to make sure we get to all this.
Yeah, right. We got a lot.
Chicken wings go. Yes. Now, first and foremost, as much as I love chicken wings, the thing that affected my chicken wing intake the most was the fact that I need to lose 40 pounds. So that hurt first, but this has also hurt that. Yes. Don't get out. Now, when COVID first started, I actually consumed a lot more chicken wings because I immediately was like, okay, how do I support people locally? And there's a couple places around here that I do enjoy their chicken wings. So I did actually start eating more chicken wings. I also then tried to figure out how I could make my own in a more healthy way. Haven't figured that out yet, but so there's the chicken wing report right there. Terry and I have not consumed chicken wings together though since COVID. So.
It's rough, man. It's rough,
yep.
buddy.
Yep. Cheryl, I love Clubhouse. Cool. Yep.
See, you're cooler than me, Cheryl. I need to get on. I'm telling you.
Yep. Get there. Jarita, at least we get someone to talk to during this. So
no, and that's part of what we're here to do, guys. We want to reach out and make sure that we keep our community being a community. So I'm super happy. Like I said, we say we're happy to see you here. It's not just us kind of like blowing smoke because we want an audience. We want to talk to you too. We miss you guys. We are trade show people. We are interactive people. We want to see what you have to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. So I missed that show, the Long Beach show. Yeah,
Long Beach is the
now
way.
it is scheduled for that same weekend as DAX Chicago.
Yes, so, it is. That's going to be the one.
Again, we've had the people on, two regular guys, the trade show folks on, two regular guys, and they've announced their dates and stuff like that. Obviously, everything is subject to change, so we'll just see how it goes. So, at this point, I would buy the flight insurance if you're buying airline tickets, right?
yeah. I have been really reticent to say I'm going to end up anywhere because we've already passed dates on stuff people thought they were going to do.
Yeah, exactly. So
they're already shoving back 2021 stuff.
Yep, exactly. And again, when that happens, then all of a sudden there's only so many weekends that are available, or so many times that are available. So let's see, it's early. Otherwise, I'd find random beer facts. Hey,
it's never too early for a beer fact.
Yeah, exactly. It's always noon somewhere, Lisa. It's always noon somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Words to live.
No,
by.
Totally. No, just random, mimosa fact.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Brunch time.
So Ramona says, is Dax live this year? I want Dax live. It's scheduled April 23rd. Tinley Park is supposed to be happening. Dax Kansas City, July 9th. Dax Minnesota is August 3rd. So those are live events are scheduled. NBM has live events scheduled. Impressions has live events scheduled. Cheryl Sublimation Summit live happening in September. In Peachtree, Georgia, I believe. If I'm wrong on that, Cheryl, please correct me. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Printy United has their live event scheduled in Orlando, maybe.
Here's one thing I want to tell you guys for DAX, though, is that the smaller seminars are not in person.
Correct.
So, like, if you're coming to see me, I'm not doing a long workshop this time. I'm only on seminars this time, and I won't be in person for those. So you won't have the same class experience for the smaller seminars. The big workshops are. Yeah, but you need to check in to see.
With that being said, I am efforting to make sure that we do our best to get Eric at the shows live still.
I'm hoping things line up.
Yeah,
I'm sure hoping things line up so I can. As people know, some of us have some extenuating circumstances or family health conditions or stuff like that where we have to really be careful, and it's rough. Right now, I want nothing more. I'll be honest with you guys, despite the fact that I'm very careful about this stuff, I want nothing more than to be back in contact with you guys and to be back in the office. I found out, though I like working at home fine, there is something to interacting with people face to face that even I wasn't aware of, being somebody who usually works by myself a lot. Yeah. Definitely want to get back to it.
Yeah, for sure. Ramona says, I promise I'll wear my mask. I'll social distance. I'll have my hands handy. I feel the same way.
I know. It's hard.
If these live events happen, the DAX events, our success group is going to have a booth at all of those. When they happen, we'll have masks. Heck, we'll give away masks. We'll, we'll put tape on the floor and have conversations 6 feet away.
By the way, do you know, or are you doing individual printed masks? Who is your go-to for the sublimated mask right now? Is that something you're doing directly?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to ask. You are doing this directly?
Yep. So we're actually offering that as a wholesale service for folks if you need over at montco.biz. So
montco.biz. That's what I thought. I just wanted to check in because I have so many people and I sent some folks over to you and then I forgot to ask. I'm like, oh wait, what are your order minimums? I need to know this stuff before I start referring.
You want one? We'll do one. We also have them blank if you need them blank and you can make them yourself. But if you need somebody to do so, and
you might have orders coming. We'll see.
All right, cool. Montco.biz. Check it out.
Montco.biz, man.
We'll do one. We'll do 100. Whatever you need. We'll do more than 100. I see boxes.
Hey, sublimation, and actually, I've got sublimation. Most of my stuff is always sublimated by Aaron himself because he sends me stuff. He's nice enough to send me stuff. Like I've got my little emoji mug going on. So there's my mug on my mug, and then I have to admit, funny enough, Jamie Chalmers in the UK. If you guys know MrXstitch.com, where I've written for, and I need to really get back to writing some more, he actually sent me this, which is the title of my my show over there, which is Ghost in the Embroidery Machine is my thing over there. So like I'm surrounded by sublimated stuff like all day. So I always like to give a little props to that. I sublimated in my career too, and I kind of don't talk about it a lot.
Yeah,
but it was fun. Fun stuff.
All right, we're going to keep trying to get to everything here.
Yeah, we have like 5 minutes, guys. We got a couple more
5 minutes, and we're going to miss some guys. So it's nothing personal against you. I'm actually trying to just go down in the order that they show up. So
keep rolling.
Show up next Friday. We'll do the same thing,
and show up in the comments and talk with us. We're here.
Yep, exactly. So cool. Eric is supposed to be resting up for our class later. What's that? Is that the take up?
Yes. The take up, everybody refers to as class, which always makes me laugh. I'm like, if that's class, man, I'm doing something wrong because I'm meant to do 52 classes this week. This year.
52 classes. So, and Jeff mentioned to Julia, if you want to learn more about what Eric does, catch the take up later.
ErichCampbell.com. Yeah, that's the easiest way to get there.
I think Julia's in your mountain time, so it's 2:30 mountain time, correct?
2:30 mountain time. It's live. We're finishing up some business. We were talking about how to outline things, and we're talking about developing like negative space stuff like that. Going to be kind of a looser show today because it's 1 year anniversary for the show, so I'm probably going to talk a little about that too. But I've been getting so many questions in Q&A and people wanting me to break stuff down that there may be more of this during what I'm kind of considering season 2. There may be some more answering direct questions. We'll have to see how it goes.
You will go long. We will not.
I will go long.
We are 3 minutes away.
It's supposed to be an hour. It is never an hour. It has never been an hour. So you don't have to be there the whole time. You can watch it on replay whenever. But expect me to go long. I do not cut myself.
You know what, though? Speaking of going long, though, I had an opportunity to talk with Christine Shreve not too long ago on Small Business Saturdays.
I heard about this.
I don't think anybody's going to break this record for a while. Maybe. I mean, it's like 2.5 hours.
Now you've got me beat. My longest one right now is an hour and 48. That was last week, I think. Hour 48 was the longest one I've done.
Nice.
Rough.
All right.
Rough.
Doesn't the term decades make you feel old?
The white in my beard makes me feel really old. This is what really makes me feel old. 2 things. Long-term industry fixture, or someone says industry veteran. Every time somebody says, I'm like, dude, I'm like 40 something. Like I'm not that old yet. Don't knock me out just yet.
Okay. So yes, but you're talking about, does the term decades make you feel old? Yes, but the youngsters keep us going. Jeff says, I totally almost started to breakdance when you said Erich. Tall E.
It works.
I like
6'4" if you didn't know.
I like scenery, but got everything down to not being bulletproof except for the little twigs on the trees. How can I fix this? I think tuning into the take up is the best way to handle that. What do you think?
Light density, less underlay, but yes, let's talk about it later.
I love it.
Check it.
You can't help yourself. I can't help myself. No. Perfect. I know D-Dial. That's pre-web chat.
You got me.
Air fryer, homie.
There's your wings answer. Air fryer. Get them crispy.
Team blue cheese. Oh man.
I'm in between because if it doesn't have chili on it, I don't care. New Mexico. If it doesn't have chili on it, I don't care.
Chili doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. So just look for your podcast on Spotify and found 2 regular guys plus weed. That is not our podcast.
That's not the one.
So you're going to want to look for 2 regular guys talking decoration.
That's the one.
So you really think the Impressions Expo in Long Beach will happen?
It should, but we'll see because everything keeps getting shoved and shoved. And like Aaron said, there's only so many weekends.
Yeah.
We'll see how the conflicts all shape up.
Yeah. So, will it happen on April 22nd? I find that hard to believe because, see, the problem for Long Beach is it's such a big show that they have a chance. DAX is typically a smaller show to begin with, so they have an easier chance of making something like that happen. But who knows?
Yeah,
we'll see.
For sure.
Oh boy, 1 minute here.
What's happening, guys?
They are amazing quality. Makes to love. Talking about
quality masks. Yeah, Aaron's masks are awesome,
right.
And all of Aaron's stuff I've had is awesome. He does a really great job sublimating, no ghosting, no foolishness. Looks great.
Yeah.
So,
Renee, totally understand and totally appreciate that you're taking these precautions.
Immune compromised kids and friends. Yep, same here. Family. So it's hard to go out and do this stuff.
12:56. We're coming up. I'm waiting for the buzzer to go off. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here, no matter what happens at the end of this.
You know what? Let's talk about something else, though. Eric, what else do you got?
I really like the fact that we have